PBKC is your entertainment destination for poker, table games, OTB, Paddock live events, and exceptional eats. The Paddock restaurant is perfect for meetings, corporate functions, parties, fundraising, and more. Call 561-683-2222 extension 199 and book your next event today. It's Wednesday morning at 10 a.m., and we're at the Palm Beach Kennel Club for PBKC Picks. This is our favorite time of the week. My name is Mike Jameson. He's returning.
I'm back.
That's Noah Carbone.
I heard the show was an epic failure without myself.
According to who? Who's your sources?
The most information we've ever given on the show. It was actually informative, entertaining.
Yeah, I heard you missed on the
You
golf.
have sauces, not sources.
Ernest didn't yell at all.
Nothing about golf was...
I offended someone's wife. It was amazing.
We talked golf last week, too, also.
Yeah, that's Noah Carbone. He's an assistant general manager and also runs the poker room. And behind him is one of his poker dealers. I think he does more podcasting than dealing these days, but that's Ernest Christian.
Poorly equal.
Wow. He goes away 2 weeks. You think he's coming refreshing with a new determination? No, he's actually he's more angry than ever.
Back in your place, Ernest.
Okay, he's angrier than he's ever been.
Okay, NFC.
So let's start out by talking about what's going on this Friday night, and that is the $10 poker party. We're only 2 days away.
This is the best thing ever.
It really is,
right?
And this is the first one of the season. We're going to have them in at least June, July, August, maybe September too, and it's the best chance anybody has to play in a tournament.
This is where you learn how to play, right? So I was out in Vegas, as you know, last week, and the World Series of Poker was going on.
Okay.
And there's like Chris Moneymaker was there as a good friend of the Kennel Club.
I know him.
And he was the one who started the boom with all the poker stuff. But there's actually players, and I'm not kidding, that actually started playing here at quarter and 50-cent games, playing in the biggest games I've ever seen. Like, and this is the perfect opportunity to get into that. You don't know. You might be the best poker player in the world, but until you come and play, you don't know. So what a great opportunity coming for this. And if you don't have a player card, right, you sign up and you get them for free. That was my idea. Yeah, come up to the window and tell the cashier, hey, I've never played here before. If you've never played in a tournament here and your name isn't on our system, follow us on social media, on any of our social medias, and you're going to get your first entry. And otherwise,
for free.
it's $10.
Yeah, $10.
And
also,
like people win hundreds and hundreds.
Also, ask Mike for poker advice also, too.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
really?
Just go all in every time. You got to play every hand.
Don't ask me. I got punished out there.
Did you really?
Sure you did.
You take only cash?
No.
Okay. Yeah, but $10 poker party is this Friday night. Get here a little bit early because we're expecting a lot of people to be here.
And then you can also learn. You can sit with the dealers on
that the dealers we have are helpful. They're going to answer any questions. The cool part, it's got a $1,000 prize pool, $10 buy-in, $10 rebuys, $10 add-on, and that's right up here in the second floor poker room. Get here about 5:30 if you have any questions. The person running the tournament that night or some of our dealers can definitely give you some pointers and some tips.
Yeah, come see me and then tell Noah I did a great job. So I get a raise, you know what I mean?
We have Ernest's cell number?
Yeah.
If you talk to any dealers, not the one in the back, don't talk to Ernest.
Don't talk to the bald guy.
Jake is getting, he wants the pace picked up, so let's go.
I don't ever want to piss off Jake.
So let's go back.
Ever. He's not having it today.
I'm going to go back. Let's talk about that $10 poker party.
He's had it.
Okay. So now we're going to move into NBA news. And last week you didn't get to be on the show.
I didn't.
Thank
God. Can we gloat real quick? Can we gloat?
Go for it.
All right, so here's the scene. I'm in this massive sports book, just like we have the Panic Room with all our sports TVs or whatever, and you can bet and all that stuff. The nicest one in town. Yep. It is. It's nice. So basically, my second favorite sports book, but and it got it on all these screens, and the Knicks are down 11, right?
Wow.
And everybody's going nuts. And I don't know where these people come from, San Antonio people. Like, do people really live in San Antonio?
No, ask Charles
Barkley,
yeah. Talking about remembered Alamo and all this stuff. Like,
So what about the basement in the Alamo?
What's the deal with that?
Nothing.
Okay. No, I'm serious.
I know the joke. I know.
He never saw Pee Wee's Big
I was going to say that. He was playing.
All right, so they're all going crazy and they're going nuts or whatever. And I wait for the crowd to settle down, and I tell everybody, a little loudly, because I sometimes I have to get
that's the only tone anyway.
I said, you all know how this ends. You all know how this ends. And the Knicks roar back, they win the thing, and we're champions. We're NBA champions. And I haven't even had a chance to paint to dry on the banner yet. And now the Heat fans, with the new news downstairs this morning, like we didn't even get a chance to gloat for a minute. They're like, "Oh yeah, now we're the champs." No, you're not the champs yet. You still got stuff to do. Well, go ahead. Segue into it. That's the Knicks are champs, but now the Heat are.
Yeah. So we talked about it on the show last week. The sweepstakes was heavy last week, and now they finally got the deal done on Monday night in a stunning pre-draft move. The Bucks traded Giannis and Bobby Portis to the Heat. Miami get Giannis and Portis, and the Milwaukee Bucks receive Hero Ware, Jaquez Jr., who learned about that while he was in a pickup basketball game.
I saw that.
I love that cool video. Yeah. And I don't know if he's happy about that. They also get Jakusianis. I don't know if I butchered that name. 3 first-round draft picks, including 2026, number 13 overall, and a 2030 pick swap.
Lots of stuff.
All that stuff, all those picks, you could. I don't even count those in there because they're not hit. You don't know what that is. Like
that's 5-6 years on the road.
That's not NFL first-round picks. That's like NBA first-round picks. You could swing and miss on the number 1 overall. We saw it.
Yeah. So one of my friends on Facebook that I follow, that sometimes I'm like, I just got to get rid of this guy. He said he's happy because Bobby Portis is part of it too. Go ahead, Earnest.
You want to go first? No one in the kind of events? Okay.
No, go ahead.
It's obviously the Heat had to do something. The problem, the fan base has been frustrated for the last 4 years. Granted, went to the finals 3 years ago, but still playing. Even doesn't count. The one before that probably doesn't count. 2020, the 2023 one does count. No, but look, they've been playing teams the last 4 years. So at some point, you had to either crab up the pot at some point and get a star. And Riley finally cashed in here. Now here's the thing: are the Heat better today than they were yesterday? Absolutely, they're a better team right now. Okay, are they the favorites to win the East? No, they're not. They're not favorites to win the finals. They're not favorites to win the East. They're still they are inching closer to the conversation. There's still flaws with this not with this deal, but they lost a lot of guys here. So and now they are, for what the math I saw last night.
You did math?
Yes, I did math. It's EJ math, so we'll see what happens there. So right now, yes, with the economics of the NBA, there's the aprons, the first apron, second apron. They are right now tucked into the first apron, and they're only $12 million away from being a second apron team, which means you got to pay even more money to sign anybody. So they have a lot of questions to answer. They lost Tyler Hero, who's a shooter. They need shooters bad. Tyler Hero's gone. Okay, Norm Powell's a free agent. He's probably gonna be gone too, so they can't afford him because it's gonna be his last big contract he can get. So he's not gonna take a discount for the Heat, honestly. So they have challenges here in terms of adding. To me, really the big issue here is shooters. They need shooters because this is a good team. This is a throwback team. To be honest with you, this team, Noah, is a team you will like based on the '90s Knicks because this is there'll be a lot of 75, 73 games with this squad because there's no shooters here. So off the rip, this starting lineup is probably the best defense in basketball with Bam and Giannis and Davion Mitchell and even Andrew Wiggins. Top tier defense in the league right there.
I saw somebody post that on Facebook the other night. I unfollowed him. It was you.
It was me again. Of course, it was me. But the reality is, though, there's still work to do here. Obviously, you get a guys with top 6, 7 player in the league still in the league. Not ascending, a little bit descending, a lot of injuries, but at the same time, the Heat, they had to go for broke here, and they did that. And look, the bottom line is with the Heat, there's a 3-year window to get something done here.
Who's better, Brunson or Giannis? Who do you need?
Right now, Brunson.
Right
now, Brunson.
So you make a move for a guy that's worse than the guy who just won the championship in your division.
So what do you do? Do you stay a playing team? Do you just not do anything?
No, you got to make.
That's what I'm saying.
But I don't know. I don't know if that is the move, getting a dominant force inside like that. The way the NBA is playing right now. There's reasons behind this trade, and you're going to call it one of those win-wins, right? Like you normally do. Right?
It's a win in terms of okay, you have star power now. Okay, you can get butts in seats. They will be they are now a playoff team.
That's
now.
a good point. So this is larger than an NBA transaction. Right. This is for the city of Miami and South Florida because literally they have nothing going on in sports right now. The Miami Dolphins, dismantled their whole team. The Marlins are the Marlins, and they do what they do.
They've been dismantled
now,
for years.
The hockey's always there, and they're making moves. And
we'll talk about that.
But now the Heat are trying to carry the ball a little bit to make up for some of the lack of good sports there. And this move may or may not do it, but yeah, it will put butts in the seats and sell tickets, and he'll be on the billboards and the banners and all that other stuff in there. But will equal a championship? I don't believe so.
I don't think so. The problem is, too, also the economics of the NBA has changed now, where free agency is no longer a thing anymore. No one gets there. Most teams now lock in their stars before the contracts run out.
Right.
So we can't look at the NBA the same way we did like 10, 15 years ago when LeBron was on the market and Wade was on the market. Those days are over, okay? So basically, to get stars, you have to just give up things to get things. And the Heat, it required that to happen. So,
we got the questions.
Answer those questions. What is their 2-year plan? They need
what's the plan here?
So the good thing with Miami, we're about depth right now. The one thing they're good at is scouting. They are by far
that works
the
good when
best
you trade all your draft picks away.
They have shown for the last 10 years
great.
they are by far the best team when it comes to scouting and finding bargain players, undrafted players, and making them guys.
They gave all their picks up, Ernest.
But again, they've done this for years now. Duncan Robinson, undrafted, became a big role player of this team on a finals team. Yeah. You look at guys like Kendrick Nunn, the guys like Gabe Vincent, guys who
so they're
contributed a big
saying
way.
they draft better than everybody so they could give up all those picks?
What I'm saying, they find guys second round in the draft, undrafted, G League, finding coals from the diamonds. They're good at that stuff. They're the best in the NBA at doing that. So they're gonna have to rely on that again to build on Giannis, because again, the economics got to make it hard for them to get another big piece or even a mid-low piece at this point.
So last night. Actually, before we get into the NBA draft, Earnest really wanted to talk about Jaylen Brown from the Celtics, and now what is going on with him.
So, you obviously the Giannis rumors, there were really only 2 teams that were announced, but that were rumored to going after him.
Right,
Miami obviously won, but Boston got into the game last 2 weeks, and obviously Jaylen Brown was a guy that was kind of being talked about being swapped for Giannis. So Jaylen Brown has said, on record for the last couple of years that he's not a fan of Boston, the city of Boston. Now, he did sign that extension, of course, but you can't turn down the biggest contract in history of the NBA at the time. You're not doing that. But having said that, he's always been very vocal about his distaste for the city of Boston. They won a championship there, of course. And, last year he had the best year of his career without Jason Tatum.
Who's his PR coach?
Well, he's very on. He's very off. Look,
how do you do that?
Well, I don't know, but last
That's
year,
like me coming into work. Like,
he's not. I would never call a guy cancer, but he's someone that But he's someone that will rock the boat a little bit now. And last year had a phenomenal year. Was an MVP conversation without Jason Tatum most of the season. He said, and he made comments at the end of the year that kind of Celtics front office probably side-eye him a little bit.
Right.
Here's the bottom line. This is Tatum's team regardless. So Jaylen Brown has said he wants his own team. So I think if not this season, definitely next season looking to move him.
I can see that.
I also think this Boston motivation to move Jaylen Brown is 2 things. Number one, what is mentioned. But number 2, you can move. His stock is the highest going to be right now. You can find a way to move that contract and get other pieces for that instead. So that's what I think. I think Jaylen Brown is going to be the next big whale.
Are they going to ask him what city he likes first before they do that?
I would guess Atlanta.
I could see that.
Does he like Atlanta?
He's from there.
Oh, okay.
And
it's a nice city.
And they're a team that's ascending now.
Yeah, they got a good baseball team too.
Okay.
Now let's talk about the NBA draft. Number 1 pick went to the Washington Wizards. They selected BYU forward AJ Debonsa. Then number 2 pick went to the Jazz. Kansas guard Darren Peterson. The 3 pick went to the Grizzlies. They took Cam Boozer from Duke.
I thought he'd be 1.
Yeah, 4th pick.
Really?
Bulls took UNC forward Caleb Wilson. Anybody from the draft that you think is going to make an immediate impact?
But Debonsa possibly. I think Washington's team look out right now for. They just re-signed Trae Young yesterday to the extension. Now, the big key is Anthony Davis. If he's there, number 1, he stays there. Number 2, he stays healthy. This could be a playing team next year in the Eastern Conference. If all those things play out, because Debonsa will contribute, obviously. They have some good talent in that roster, too, on top of that. At the East, the bottom of the East is weak, so there's a chance for them to leap in there. So if they can get those guys healthy and Debonsa contributes in a big way, that's my big takeaway more than anything else is Washington Wizards.
Is anybody going to contribute like we had this year, like Flag or the year
no,
before?
not at the same level. I don't see that. No, I don't see that. I don't see that impact in the same way. Maybe Debonsa, but But Flag to me right now is already a top 20 player in the league right now.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't see that leap for DePonte just yet.
Exactly. So
Remember when Wemby used to be good?
Yeah. He's the best player in the league right now. So
Are you sure about that?
I'm very sure about
He's
that.
He's one for 13 on game-winning shots.
I'm even more sure about that now coming out of the finals.
Oh, that's genius.
Last week on the show, Earnest loves these questions. He gets really excited when I bring
right.
these up.
You know I hate it. Why do you lie to our fans?
He enjoys.
You know I hate
so
these
much.
Jordan LeBron debates. I can't stand it.
He lives for this. This is all he wants to talk about when we're off the air. If Jordan played on LeBron's finals teams, how many rings would he have won? This question flipped the script. Last week it was if LeBron was on those 90s Bulls teams, how many of those 6 championships that Jordan had would LeBron have won? A lot of the answers were 0. A lot of them were 1 and 2.
Yeah.
And now I'm flipping that one to say if Jordan played on some of LeBron's finals teams, how many rings would he have won?
Why?
Because you need context, of course, for this stuff.
Okay, go ahead.
You said LeBron's teams. Okay, so LeBron played what, 10 finals?
Yeah.
Okay.
10.
So here are the finals based on the roster the Cavs / Heat / Lakers had versus who they played in the finals, who I thought they lost to. He lost 2007 to the Spurs. No offense, the Spurs team was way better than what the Cavs had coming into that finals. Okay,
understandable. Cavs fan shaking his head over there on the side.
Yeah.
No, I didn't
okay. Sorry, Jake. It is what it is. They were lost in 2014 to the Spurs. That Spurs team was driven by revenge. They were just on a low level with Kawhi, everything else. They were on a level. They lost to the 2017 Warriors with Kevin Durant.
Okay.
It is what it is. 18 as well to Kevin Durant because the Cavs roster actually got worse the year after that with Kyrie going to Boston. Okay. 4. He lost 4 finals. He still would have won 6 of the 10. 6 and 4. 6 and 0.
So this question brought up, and we always get into this debate, the greatest of all time, Jordan or LeBron.
And we all agree Jordan's number 1, so we all agree on that.
So the biggest thing that separates the two is the clutchness and the ability to win the big games. And that's where I know I'm busting on Wemby a little bit, but that there is a portion of this whole entire thing of winning championships, being able to convert when it matters. And if you're not able to convert when it matters, and Jordan is the best all time at that.
And you agree, and I agree with you on that. Yeah. But the thing is also too, you got to be in position to do those things and your team has to be good enough to be in position to do those things. And
he'll put him there because he makes those shots.
But my thing is, their teams were not good enough. Those teams I mentioned only because the fact that those teams are either not good enough or the opponents they're playing or just.
So you're saying Jordan couldn't carry him?
No. Not these teams.
Wow. Jordan would have made these guys better.
So
I think
because by that logic, Jordan should have won his first title in 87, 86, right?
Jordan would have 7. Jordan have at least 7 titles right now.
I'm not saying by Noah's logic, why did Jordan take 7 years to win his first title?
Yeah.
Because the teams were not good enough. It wasn't because Jordan was bad. Jordan won that because of 6-0.
Because Jordan leveled up in the first 7 years, and then he turned into Jordan.
The bad boy Pistons, all that other stuff.
So there's a process here. Those teams were not good enough to be.
The process is over for LeBron. This is done already. Jordan's the best.
Well, we agree. Well, that's we agree to that. But my thing is when we start saying Jordan is the greatest of all time because he's 6-0, that's the laziest reason to use. There's more reasons why Jordan is number 1 over LeBron than not using 6-0. There's other things. You know what I'm saying?
Warlord says Wemby year 3, Jordan year 7. So
good luck.
To the finals, and Bron year 4. But that doesn't matter. Look, Wemby's early. We'll wait this process. I mean, let's stop.
He's knocking on the door, and he's going to win some championships.
He has character.
Next year he will.
Are we not going to talk about his character issues? He's like karate kicking
I love
out there.
it.
He's doing flying shin kicks.
Okay, which I agree with. But here's the thing.
What?
You've all people Noah.
Not dirty.
Hypocrite.
I've never been
dirty.
Earnest.
I miss the old NBA. These guys are wimps. You have a guy like Wemby who's literally a throwback, and you complain about that?
Put the bass in your voice away for a second. Yeah, he's brought out the bass all of a sudden. I never played dirty, Ernest. I played within the rules, but extreme side. Wemby's coming in with
you're a Knicks fan.
Kicks.
You can't sit there and say this on this podcast. You're a Knicks fan. You
never
worship the '90s Knicks.
I've never intentionally tried to injure somebody ever.
Allegedly.
Ever.
ChatGPT says 6.
He says 6.
And how much did I say?
See, ChatGPT's
I said 6, right?
Yeah.
I guess I'm ChatGPT apparently now. There you go.
ChatGPT's still learning things. Well, I'll get it straight.
Fix that algorithm, bro.
I'm actually good friends with somebody who works on the algorithm for this stuff, and we'll get that.
You know everybody, don't you?
I said 6, and Jeffy said 6.
I'm literally not kidding.
Point proven.
Hey, look, Robert Scran's checking in. He runs our maintenance
Hey,
here.
Rob, what's up?
He said LeBron wins the king of the flop.
Thank you,
I agree with that.
Robert's a voice of reason. Robert
He
always
is.
comes in, and he'll come by once in a while and knock on my door.
You really think so?
And he comes in with these sports takes of the realistic sports takes. Like, he
He's
just
fun.
tells it like
wait,
it is.
Wait. So, no, you really think Jordan will go 10-0?
Yeah, 10-0.
Wow.
And he won't. Jordan never flopped either. How about that?
Okay.
Yeah, that's true. That was that debate with Jordan and LeBron that we're going to keep pushing this until the wheels fall off of that train.
Don't do it.
But now
I
let's
hate this
talk
Jordan
about
LeBron stuff.
another big name coming down to Miami. It's got to be one of the most exciting times in Miami since LeBron and Wade and Bosh years and years ago, because now the Panthers have just signed on to a blockbuster trade. The Florida Panthers are going to receive Brady Tkachuk. That reunites the Tkachuk brothers.
Yeah.
And the Ottawa Senators are going to receive a number 9 pick from the 2026, a 25 pick, then the 2027 second-round draft pick, a 2029 conditional top 10 protected first-round draft pick, and the Florida Panthers get the Tkachuk brothers, which we saw.
It's kind of like you talk about draft picks, trading for draft picks.
Yeah.
It's like we see around here. What is it? A bird in hand is better than 2 in the bush, right?
Yeah, there's a bird that's part of the show today.
So
Literally.
it's kind of like that. You could either have the Tkachuk, which is a proven commodity, bird in hand, or draft picks, which are the birds in the bush. You don't know what you're going to get out of those things. This
or
is
a bird
great
on
deal.
the window.
Or wherever in the podcast, wherever it ends up. So, yeah, when you look at this is great. First off, I don't have any brothers, but how cool would it be first to play with your brother?
Well, we are your brothers.
Oh, thanks, Mike.
You have a black brother? Well, that's interesting.
Brother from another mother, Ernest.
Literally. Literally.
So, but
you can't see me.
I mean, these guys, they played in the PB hockey leagues and all these things together. They have team chemistry, and then like it's just got to be good. It's got to be a feel good thing. I'm excited for it. And then if you look at their stats, and I didn't know a lot about the other brother that wasn't here. They're almost cookie cutter when you look at their stats. Last year they were both minus injuries. If they played the same games, they'd be on pace to do the same exact thing. It's pretty cool. It's going to be fun seeing them on the same line, and this puts them right back in it. As much as they struggled last year, they didn't have to play all these playoff games and win all these Stanley Cup finals this year. They got a shortened season. They bring in the other brother, and they're right in the mix.
And the shortened season is going to help them because one of the reasons why they struggled last year was because of injury. They're worn down going 3 straight years of Stanley Cup.
Now you need a goalie.
So you get a little of a longer summer to get into a better situation next year. They're plus 800 right now to win the cup. They're third right now. The third best odds in NHL.
I love it now.
Look,
I love it.
Stay tuned to my betting picks of the week because I have something for the Panthers. Some really wacky thing coming up.
You.
But I love this.
Thanks,
they are definitely they are in position to do this again. So the next phase of the Panthers dynasty may start up this coming season. So
there's nothing like hanging out with your brothers talking about sports you don't know about. It's fun.
I got 2 white brothers. It's crazy.
And now the odds now they've changed on the Cats. We got the Hurricanes are now plus 650 to win it all next season. The Avalanche plus 700. Now the Cats, like Ernest said, are plus 800.
They won that thing out there, right? So I was there.
Yeah.
So imagine this: they won it, and right at the property.
Was it crazy?
Right next door. They were crazy. Somehow, somebody was in 5 o'clock in the morning. These Carolina fans were. Did they ever win one before?
Yeah, it's been 20 years.
Okay, you could tell because they were passed out and thrown up in the slot machines. It was chaos there. But yeah, shout out to them. But they were, and to win it on somebody else's home ice, it was a little bit of a
Carolina fans in Vegas. So interesting. That's kind of.
Well, that's where the game was, Ernest.
Yeah. No, I don't say that. I'm saying, but still having Carolina fans in Vegas, still like in bunches like that.
Yeah, because it's not like Philly. You can't do that in
that's
Philly.
That's what I'm
Carolina
saying.
Fans can't show up in Philly.
Like
in
Knicks
Vegas,
fans going traveling and
because nobody's from Vegas. Nobody was born in the desert.
Yeah,
right.
I'm really looking forward to getting P3 or Pat's take on Tkachuk coming to the Panthers.
That's going to
be a while
the next couple of weeks. That'll be fun to hear about. That it's an exciting time for the Panthers and for all of Miami.
Yeah, we're back in.
Who's this weird thing? Wait, you're a Panthers fan though?
I've always been a Panthers fan.
From day one, or just last 3 years? Uh-oh.
I'm not.
Shout out to Warlord, who's a first-time commenter. We appreciate you coming on to the show. If you're thinking about that plus 800 for the Panthers, the best thing to do, if you haven't already done so, is we're actually marketing partners with Hard Rock Bet.
Yep.
That is our marketing partner, and they have a great deal.
Stay tuned for my bet pick. You're going to freak out.
For new Florida users, their new offer is if you sign up, deposit, and place your first cash bet of at least $5 with the Hard Rock Bet Sportsbook, you're going to get $150 in bonus bets if your first place bet cashes as a win. Only the first place qualifying cash bet will qualify, and that must be minus 500 odds or longer. Bonus bets are going to be split up in 6 25 bonus bets, $25 bonus bets, and those are going to be loaded at bet settlement, and the bonus bets are going to expire 7 days after issuance. You want more information, pbkennelclub.com/Hard Rock Bet, offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida, must be 21 plus and physically present in Florida to wager. Terms and conditions apply. Concerned about gambling? Call or text 1-833-PLAY-WISE.
I missed my app while I was out there because I was out of state, so you can't do it. But I did see that they have there's this gigantic guitar being built out there, so I don't know if that changes anything and if I'll be able to use my app out there. But yeah.
No, that's cool. Yeah, no, I actually checked the night that the Knicks ended up winning. I kicked myself because they were plus 325 when the Spurs were up.
I know.
And I was like, man, I should have bet 50 on them right there. But get on Hard Rock Bet. Go to pbkennelclub.com/Hard Rock Bet now. Now let's get into NFL news. I thought this would be an interesting question. We're going to talk a little bit more about this at the end of the show. But the card show is coming up this Sunday right here in the second floor.
It is.
From 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. It's the best card show, the one-day card show in all of South Florida. At this card show, which rookies in the NFL are you looking at collecting? Obviously, right now, the hot ones are going to be guys like Mendoza and a few of the other ones. But
I'm
which rookies
save
are you
everybody
looking at?
from themselves right now.
Okay, save us,
I've
please.
made this mistake before, okay? So I got back into this thing, and I was like, all right, I'm going to get these rookies. I'm buying receivers and all that. Okay, it's very simple stuff. Real simple. Ready? Write it down.
Do it.
Pick one quarterback that you think is going to be the guy.
Yeah.
And go all in on that guy. Do not go multiple different guys and try to get a hold of everybody. Don't go with the fan favorite like everybody's buying where the number's too high. Don't go with receivers. Don't go with running backs. Like all of that stuff. Defensive players it all ends up going down. It all ends up going down. The only thing you're ever going to see that's going to hold long-term value is the best quarterback from each class. If you look at it, the Peyton Mannings and all these, obviously the Bradys and all these things. Those are the ones. Those are long-term investments. That's what you need to do. So I'm going to pick, and I'm not going with one of the favorites. I'm going to go with Ty Simpson. Yeah. I'm going with Ty Simpson. He's not going to start this year. His number's going to be way down. You'll be able to get rookies and autos and all this stuff, numbered cards for cheap. That's the direction I'm going. Everybody else is going to be going Mendoza, and they're going to be going crazy. I did the same thing with Hurts, and it's worked out reasonably well.
I'm glad you mentioned that.
Reasonably.
I'm glad you mentioned that because the situation might work out similarly. Not necessarily
that.
Not necessarily that Carson Wentz was.
I've seen this story before.
Not saying that Stafford is going to be bad, but he's year to year.
No, he's
you know what I'm saying?
One more year. That's it.
Well, maybe.
Yeah, so I'm ahead of the curve. You heard it here first.
You're playing the long game here, which is
always.
Which I like. I like that.
Always.
Or if something happens to Stafford, if this guy steps in.
Yeah.
But is there also a short game to play too, also to some degree, right?
Yeah. But you're paying. You're going to go Mendoza, and you're going to pay high.
But
that's it.
But you go low though, right? What if you look someone like Cornell Tate for Tennessee, a team that, for example, is not good, but you can find some value there. You buy low on the guy. Let's say Cornell Tate and him and Cam Moore have a solid year. Okay. Then you sell high after the year is over. Short-term play, I would do that.
Wait, for who?
Cornell Tate, the receiver from Ohio State.
Yeah.
Did you not listen to the show?
I just told you.
I just told you the.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Wait, talking about? Wait.
Receivers, running backs,
right,
all those guys are
but you're playing the long game. I'm trying to play the short game.
Short game
is
still no good, Ernest. No
good.
good.
Okay, that's what I'm asking you there.
The main thing is you're going to be looking for cards that are like, out of 5, or you're going to be looking for on-card autos.
Yeah.
That's especially what you're going to be looking for at this show. If Mendoza is your guy, like Noah said, he's going to be, as expensive as he's probably going to be right now.
Yeah,
100%.
So you're looking for guys
okay,
like
so let me ask a question.
Simpson.
Because obviously you know this more than I do.
I do.
I'm looking at it more from like a value thing. Stop.
Everything.
Calm down. Okay, so you buy Cornell Tate. I don't know how much he's worth right now.
Okay, I'll see you Sunday.
Let's say he has a solid. Let's say he has a solid year.
Yeah.
Obviously his value goes up, right? Right.
A little bit, yeah.
Could you sell that off immediately?
Yeah, but the risk reward, you could end up a receiver could end up getting nothing. Yeah, like he could be worth nothing.
Yeah.
Like literally nothing.
I mean, the way it works is this, Ernest.
Tell him,
like,
Mike.
and here's
Coach him
breaking
up.
it down from one of
Yeah.
our buddies in the poker room, Mike Casella, who's a big card
That's my
collector
buddy
now.
too, also.
Okay, yeah, no, he's.
Who's
I
this guy?
said, Mike.
Casella.
He
He's
wins
same
poker tournaments.
same
you
beard
know
as this
him.
guy. My
Yeah.
concert buddy also.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
know.
he's a great guy. You
Okay.
you know him. You know, yeah, probably not.
Who, Mike or
but-
me?
Yeah, all
Probably both of us.
Actually,
I'm
all
not
of
here
us.
for that.
The black
But-
brother. Sorry.
So year after the going into the second year, he pulled a Caleb Williams auto. Okay. And then going into last season, he's holding on to it because just like Noah said, you know, you want to hold on to this until this guy hits his peak. And Caleb Williams, I felt like, you know, in the last season has hit his peak. So that's exactly what you're doing. But he also pulled a hot Jaden Daniels card, which he couldn't get, you know, rid of as soon as possible because that guy hit his peak after his first season, obviously getting to the championship.
Okay, so
I wonder
use
if he's
an
looking
example.
for Sanders.
You don't think that
Sanders.
Caleb Williams can go even higher? Like, there's people talking about him hitting winning MVP this year.
And the card game, you know, I always go back to the era of Ja Morant and the what's his name, Zion, where
Right.
these
Oh,
guys were
man.
collecting those two cards like it was
True,
crazy,
but
and they never really came to fruition.
But the off-field issues and injuries for both
Yes.
guys dictated, I'm sure, right?
Yeah, you don't think Caleb's exempt from that? That guy's
but
goofy.
it's all. I don't know. It's that bad. I don't think there's any off-field issues though. I think injuries may be one thing, but you haven't seen anything to say that injuries are an issue right now. You know, I don't know.
We'll see, but that's,
Get out there and
the
buy it.
fun
But
part
interesting-
about collecting
But
cards.
that's the interesting though perspective though, because you're saying there's really no really worth short-term game. It's all
not
long game
this
enough.
year, not yet.
Okay.
Nothing
No, it
what
would
we've
take
seen.
something. I mean, what are you going to do? Mendoza comes out, and you know,
Then-
what could he possibly do to
He's
first
still
game?
Raider.
Then by
Yeah.
that logic, I mean, I like the Simpson thing, but there's really no one else on the docket I see that's like worth even long-term game because this was we said this on the podcast back in April. This was by virtue of name value a weak draft.
Right.
So like punt to next year, I guess.
Yeah, exactly. So Titans DT Jeffrey Simmons signed a historic 3-year deal, $105.8 million extension. This means him the highest paid defensive tackle in history.
He's not even the best defensive tackle.
And that was why I questioned.
You got to get
this.
ahead of it.
You know, who else deserves more money? And then this obviously changes the pay rate for star defensive tackles. Do you like when this happens or dislike when this happens, Noah?
No, I mean, as long as we have a cap situation, I like when it happens. But teams, I mean, some teams may have overpaid in this spot. I mean, I don't put Simmons, when I think of Simmons, I don't think of a game changer, and that's game changer money that they just gave him. So that'll be interesting to see how that thing plays out. You know, you want to sign these guys earlier. I think they waited too long, and now that's a situation. You know, whether it's Davis or Carter for the Eagles or a couple of those guys, you want to get them under the fold quick so you don't run into this thing. This is not a discount by any means. You better produce now.
They probably not knowing the cap situation, but I imagine they're pretty cap healthy. They're a bad team. Their quarterback is on a rookie deal currently, so they have the money to spend.
Yeah.
So at least they have that. I would assume anyway. Not a lot of bad contracts on that roster, but he's 4 years in?
Yeah.
I mean, is there a salary floor in the NFL?
A floor?
Like a floor, you got to spend a certain
No,
amount of
but
money.
nobody has to worry about that. Everybody usually spends.
No,
pretty
I'm
good.
just curious if they were like maybe teetering under.
No, that has nothing. They
right,
just, they
okay.
just fired. Okay, so now he's getting 37 million, 38, 39 million, 37 million. 38,
Right.
38.
Good math.
But again, they're a bad team anyway, so they had to
That's a
do
lot of
something
millions.
to do something, and they're not paying their quarterback for another couple of years anyway. So I don't think
What,
big
so you
picture.
just give money? Good thing you don't
Tennessee.
run this show here.
No,
'cause
no,
you
I'm just
give
saying,
it
though,
away.
they're-
They're like, oh, well, they have
I'm just
money, so
saying
they should
they're-
just give it all away.
They're not going to be in the market for a big name quarterback anyway. So quarterbacks typically the ones that eat up most of the cap anyway.
Skip that business class. You're like, oh, we have extra money. We should just give it all away.
Well,
Yeah,
I mean,
let's do it.
That's good math.
That's why the salary floor exists. Maybe that's the reason why,
Right.
but I don't know. It is what it is. I mean, everybody should get paid or whatever. But like I said, it's Tennessee.
Do you even have him in the top as a top?
top? No, not top.
No, not-
He's
not-
definitely like the better third if you want to go that.
Yeah.
But you know, they probably got to pay somebody. So whatever. 3 years.
You gotta stop saying
by
that.
By the time they get to the end
Gotta
of this,
stop saying
the
that.
thing is, by the time they get to the end of this deal,
gotta pay
if Cam Ward works out to be a really
It's
good
not a
quarterback
thing.
and
Yeah.
have to extend him, this will become off the books anyway.
Yeah,
So
delete this segment. Go ahead, Mike.
Yeah, we're not clipping this one for sure. Give us a,
well, you know why? Because Tennessee, no one gives a damn. Come on.
yeah, a darn.
Sorry. 10 I see.
One of the
That's your
things
joke.
when I was walking in the second floor, because we got sports TVs, that's the best place to watch the World Cup stuff is, we're going to play all the games during our normal business hours. So I was walking by a whole bank of sports TVs the other day, and I saw one of these guys on one of the sports channels. I don't know which one it was, but they were giving hot takes. They're obviously just want engagement. They want people to argue with them like Earnest does. They said they feel like a hot take going into this season that the Chiefs aren't going to make the playoffs for the second year in a row. So I decided, you know what team that's a preseason favorite isn't making it to the playoffs, Noah?
I did have them. I mentioned it a couple weeks ago on the show that I thought the Chiefs were gonna struggle again. I think some of that magic is worn off. But if I didn't pick them, I'm gonna go with a consistently underperforming team that's expected to do well in the Dallas Cowboys. That's an easy pick. That's like low hanging fruit.
But they're a favorite.
Well, they're in there, yeah.
They're always
13,
fans at
supposed
least.
12 wins,
Please.
13 wins.
Well,
They're always they always
but
have
their
them in there.
fans are delusional, bro.
Right.
They're delusional. So you can't use that one. Like, I have the Chiefs all the two, but for a myriad of reasons, I have two teams here.
Okay.
The Chiefs, number one. But here's the thing. Because we don't know when Mahomes come back. Mm-hmm. So in addition to the situations they are in, environment matters, too. The AFC West is much better this year. Mm-hmm. Denver is really good. The Chargers is always going to be pretty decent. So, and we add the Mahomes situation. Is he back week 4, week 8? Who knows? So, by default, the Chiefs are one. Another one is might shock some guys and some people that work here, but follow me. Environment matters. I can see the Seahawks missing playoffs this year.
Ooh.
Not saying it won't.
I don't hate it. I don't hate that.
Because, again, NFC stacked. The NFC stacked this year. The NFC West is even more stacked. So you better win 10-plus games just to get into the conversation.
Oh, New England. Throw them in there for me, New England.
Okay.
The only reason on New England I'm a little apprehensive with that one is because you play in the division with the Jets and the Dolphins. So you're guaranteed 4 wins there. You can split with Buffalo. That's 5.
And they have one of the best
just
wide
5
receivers in the league now.
Just find 5 more wins.
Was that parody that I saw the Dolphins with Kamara? Was that parody?
I think it was.
Okay, because I
think that was a parody.
I was like, what? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
now we're going to switch topics. We're staying into the NFL, but we were building our championship team earlier on, and we ended up getting to the owner last week where Earnest really screwed that up. He didn't pick the Roonies, which I was just appalled by.
There's only one answer there.
There was really one answer.
It speaks for
the fact that he's still here means that Pat didn't see the show.
Because Pat respects honesty.
But he didn't get the memo yet.
Exactly.
Wow.
Now we're going to talk about fantasy football.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. HR need to see you when we're done.
Yeah, we're going to go talk to Jeanette when we're done with the show.
Hi, Jeanette.
Let's talk some fantasy football because that's obviously always a really important topic, like Jake and I, who are fantasy guys, live in a fantasy, obviously. We know that people are already starting to play in their teams. People are already drafting. Like, if you're really crazy about it.
That's wife number one was asking about getting back in the league now.
In the fantasy?
Yeah. So
are you going to let her in before I'm in?
We'll bring the whole squad back. We'll bring Jameson, other Jameson, and everybody.
Let's do it.
You mean for our league?
No, you don't know about this.
Okay.
No, this was a long time ago.
We did this from the newspaper, Mike.
Yeah,
remember?
we did.
We had the Palm Beach Post, and we're jotting down the stuff. It's a lot easier now.
My first time playing fantasy football, this is a little story to upset Jake because he's going to yell at us about time. What ended up happening is my first time ever doing fantasy football, I drafted LaDainian Tomlinson as a rookie with my 3rd pick. And everybody made fun of me.
We did.
Everybody was all over me for it. Like, why are you pulling this college guy in the 3rd round? I ended up making it to the Super Bowl that year in fantasy.
Okay, and we had the worst pick, and you're going to know this is the worst pick in the history of fantasy football ever.
Yeah.
Remember, we're drafting. We had this Bears fan.
Yeah.
We're not. We'll call him TW or TH.
Okay.
So TH is in there. His first time doing it, and he worked here. We all worked together.
Yeah.
And we're in the first round. It's like pick number 7 in the first round, and he took Devin Hester.
I remember that. That was horrible.
Devin Hester.
Ooh, that was bad.
A kick returner. And like that, then he was only a kick returner.
Yeah. No, I know exactly who you're talking about.
That was pretty awesome.
You worked here for a long time, too. Okay, if we're going into this season, who's your top quarterback? Of course, I'm taking Josh Allen. For fantasy purposes, who you taking as your top quarterback going into this season?
Yeah, I got
Jalen Hurts.
I got to go with Josh.
He said Jalen Hurts.
Why does it sound like that?
It sounded like Michael Jackson a little bit. It sounded just like Michael Jackson.
All right.
That was cool.
I'm going with Josh Allen.
Okay.
Josh Allen is a proven commodity, formidable. He's in there. Jalen Hurts, if he slips down there, I'm going to pick him up at value. But if I had to pick and I had to pick early, if I had to pick probably in the top 3, I'm taking Josh Allen. And just
Well, Jalen will be bad because I think he'll feel a lot more compelled to throw the ball more and around. So Jalen wouldn't be a bad pick either. But top guy, we have to go chalk for another year. It's going to be between Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson. Obviously, health with Lamar is the issue. But Lamar's healthy. You get both with the arm and the legs. So, but Josh Allen's also.
There's a Josh Allen fathead in my house. Do I have to get her another one for when she goes to college? Do I get her another fathead for the dorm?
Yes, you do.
Can you take that off the wall? And
I don't know. I'll put it in my bedroom, and I have my fantasy quarterback right there.
Yeah.
Let me ask you a question.
That'd be nice. That's
what are some good value picks though for fantasy quarterbacks to look at?
I mean, you could look at guys like Caleb Williams. He's not going to be one of the top ones. I mean, he's a guy you can look at early.
Jalen Hurts is severely underrated all the time. I would take him. He gets all those push touchdowns.
Right. I would have said Jackson Dart, but this neighbor's injury is really worrying me, obviously. And then can he stay on the field?
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I think the big question mark is obviously Mahomes, because if Mahomes is healthy, he's always one of the top fantasy quarterbacks.
I'm not taking him.
I'm not either,
ever,
and I'll tell you why. Yeah. I think the Kenny Walker acquisition, though, I think they're going to lean heavy on the run, even when he's back.
Do you guys ever have those guys that you absolutely will not like? I will not take Dak Prescott. Like, there's certain guys I'm not going to take. Even further, like, I won't take Caleb Williams. I'm not going to take him. I don't care if the value or if it's all there. I'm not taking
Baker Mayfield?
I am not taking Baker.
There you go.
Yeah. The last pick, and I have no quarterbacks on my roster, and Baker Mayfield's available.
Tim Tebow.
I'm going to roll the dice.
He's taking Tua.
I'm going with no quarterback.
Yeah, actually, Dak took me almost to the Super Bowl in one of my leagues last year. Dak's one of those guys.
Dak is very consistent.
He is.
He's
consistently mediocre.
For the Cowboys, but he'll give you numbers every week.
Yeah, because they're trailing by 30 every game.
But that doesn't matter.
I
mean,
it's great.
So I mean,
bad defense. There's a lot of stuff that goes into it. Like and we'll get into that before the season starts. But you want a quarterback who plays with a bad defense. That's why Joe Burrow's through the ceiling because they can't stop anybody, and he just throw the ball every single play.
But again, Burrow's is the same situation like Jackson Dart. Can you stay on the field?
He can.
Yeah. So World Cup is going on right now. That is what everybody's talking about. Messi made history the other night. Argentina superstar Messi broke the all-time World Cup scoring record, netting his 18th career goal in a 2-0 win over Austria.
Goat?
Yeah, he is.
Ernest?
And
absolutely, without question.
Pele?
Him and Pele. I might take Messi or Pele at this point.
Right.
Yeah. Ronaldo, yesterday I was watching in my office. He became the first player to score in 6 different World Cups.
That's wild.
During a dominating 5-0 victory against Uzbekistan, who I thought was going to do much better. But 5-0 victory in that one. England stumbled yesterday in a tie with Ghana, 0-0 draw. U.S. advanced to round of 32 following a 2-0 victory over Australia. So we got some key matchups coming up. We got Canada versus Switzerland, Brazil versus Scotland, and the U.S. Versus Turkey. One of the questions I had is now that we're seeing all of this, what is your favorite football fan base? And now that we're seeing how all these people are taking over all these cities, and soccer fans are some of the greatest fans on earth, which is your favorite one?
I've seen Argentina coming out in full force. Yeah. Like they're wild. Like they're everywhere. Everywhere I looked, and I was traveling during some of this, and it's like, they're out there. They're in your face. They're coming out strong. So I would have to go right down with Argentina.
They're definitely a conversation. I mean, they especially here in South Florida, there's a lot of those fans. Not just the World Cup, but even throughout the year, they do like even like a regular game here doesn't even count. They show up in bunches here. So, but mine's Brazil, and thank God my wife. Thank God my wife just watched the show.
Because of
the women, the
ladies.
The women. The women, bro.
See, this is a family show.
We're trying to focus on the sports aspect of this thing, and you're branching out to your personal.
The women are gorgeous in Brazil.
What about the Argentinians?
They're too, but Brazil, wow. Right. And they're passionate too. They're very
what
passionate.
What about the Croatians?
They're cool. They're cool.
No, my favorite. A lot of people are talking about the Scottish people that are now in the Miami area, the Tartan
That's
Army.
A whole other story.
They were in Boston, essentially drank the beer out of Boston, and now
they're
in
a pretty
Miami,
strong move,
which is cool. But my favorite is the Netherlands. All the people in the orange shirts that do that Links dance where they do left and right and they play music. Right. I love when.
Shout out to any country that wears a kilt.
Yeah, I agree. Which, by the way, I did put I did put before this World Cup started put a long shot odds on Netherlands to win plus 1,700.
Yeah.
How's that going? Well, they have that one guy. What's his name?
Forgot his name.
For who does?
Netherlands.
Oh,
He's one of
Netherlands.
the top players in the world. Yeah, he's pretty
Yeah.
good. But
Yeah.
no,
They were a wild card. I mean, I did a four team thing. I bet the two favorites.
What about
obviously.
USA? How well they're playing? I mean, are we going like that? That's a pretty
I
good
would-
deal. We don't even have to.
Is it
Not expected
Is
to
it
do
a
that
bad
well.
idea though? Because you're getting plus 2,500
Right.
just to put a feeler.
$5 USA? No.
$5.
Stranger things happen.
It's here.
Yeah,
why not?
So,
Yeah,
hard rock bets, guys.
Yeah, exactly. Now we're going to move into talking about some Major League Baseball.
Yeah, God, who cares?
The power rankings have now changed when it comes to Major League Baseball. I'm a little upset about
Except for
this,
the Mets.
but the Dodgers have moved up. We're going to talk about the Mets a little bit later.
That's
You're
not-
gonna
that's not-
Dodgers
probably-
back.
That's not-
Dodgers back.
You're
where
probably
going
going
to
to visibly cry
I'll
on the
walk
show.
off the set right now if it brings up.
Shohei Ohtani, Major League leading rotation ERA have propelled them back to the top. So the Dodgers are the hottest team in baseball. You got the Braves. They've been dealing with injuries. Strider's on the IL. So is Acuna Jr. They're in second. The Brewers are up to third. That's bolstered by their
That
rookie
pitching
pitcher
is just
sensation.
wild. That's
That
kid Shane
kid's
Drohan.
amazing.
That kid, I
Yeah.
literally know that kid. And Shane
Yeah.
Drohan, well, he's not even a kid. He's like an adult
Yeah.
now. But yeah, he's on
Yep.
that roster. Crazy.
Yep. And the rookie sensation, Mizrowski, that kid is just throwing fireballs up there. Yankees at 4 right now. Even though Judge is out, they're still surviving right now. Then you got the Rays, who are always a thorn in the Yankees' side. Phillies, Cardinals, White Sox, Cubs, and the Cleveland Guardians.
So the Cubs are back
Mets,
now.
where are the
So
Mets? 30,
no one cares.
3 or 4?
46.
34.
46. They're AAA teams better than the Mets right now.
Yeah,
so
they're
Exactly.
behind the
hey, by the way,
Thrashers.
who's the power rankings scored to? MLB.com or is this?
This is everybody kind of combined, and that's where I'm getting all this information.
It's
So the Cubs are back now.
MJB.com.
So the Cubs were red hot. They get stone cold for 3 weeks, and now they're back again.
Okay, let's talk about another team.
Interesting.
Here's the question for all of our fans, and this is a good one. You're going to like this, Noah. Would you rather watch the Mets play or question mark? What else would you rather do other
you could
than
give me full
watching a
question
Mets
mark.
game?
Like roll the dice. I don't care what it is. Like literally what
Anything. Paint dry,
anything,
grass grow.
anything like like clean the bathroom, like all of it, like whatever it is.
Anything.
Absolutely, literally pick up trash at the dump. Like all day until it's done, which is never done. I would rather do that than watch the Mets are terrible.
Yeah.
Terrible.
What about you, Earnest, as a long-term Mets
He
fan?
actually does this now because he can't watch them. So what do you do? Like, what?
He gets on the air and does another podcast or
Yeah.
something.
Follow me on X at Egypt7. I'm gone. I'm out of here.
Do you remember how excited you were?
He
Do you
was.
remember beginning of the season? You were fired up. You're like, we got
Was I?
these. Yeah,
Every season.
Find the tape.
we have it.
Find the tape.
We had it. You were like,
Jake, the tape.
He's yelling. He's yelling again now. We have these pieces. He's like, we have the pieces and we have these parts, and now there's actually a segment on which is worse, death or watching the Mets. This is great.
Basically, last night was an example of this.
Yeah.
I had a choice of watching the Mets and the Cubs last
Okay.
night or going to Target and picking up my order.
Yeah.
I picked the latter.
Yeah.
The Mets suck. They're terrible.
change your own oil on your car now.
Bro, I've dedicated more time to watching TV shows this
Yeah.
summer than watching Mets baseball because I'm not doing that. I'm just not going to do that. I'm not
yeah.
going to do it. Sorry.
Yeah, you can't even do the thing where you're like making dinner and watching the game at the
No.
same time.
And,
Yeah, you'll be messing that dinner
here's the
up.
worst part. They'll do the tease here like 2 weeks ago. Beat the Braves 2 out of 3.
Yeah.
Oh, great. It's cute. And then the very next night, lose 12-0 to the Reds.
Yeah, New York's fine though. Like the Knicks took care of business.
Right.
Everybody's
That's
happy.
the good news.
play
If
basketball,
you're a
too.
Met fan and Knicks fan,
Yeah.
you at least this year,
You're fine.
the Mets
Yeah.
get a reprieve because there's no one cares.
Yeah.
Yeah, and at least you still got the Yankees. But,
Yeah.
go ahead and chime in. What would you rather do than watch the Mets play baseball? That's the question of the week on the show.
Watch paint dry.
Now we're going to move on
Get
to
married again.
Get married again.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a topic we're going to have when Pat gets back
Yeah.
on the show.
That's
Like
on
the Mets or
that's on the Patreon episode.
Yeah, we have we actually have odds. I'm trying to talk
He
to
does
Hard
it
Rock
happen
Bet
and
about
get
putting
up
it
there.
on the
That'd
app.
be awesome. We are partnered with them.
About
so.
you getting married again
Yeah.
or remarried to one of your exes.
Whoa.
That right now is plus 10,000.
That's amazing.
So
Can we power rank?
Careful with
exes?
that one. Like,
Can we power rank it? No, never mind. Let's not do that.
Yeah, we'll have to wait till Pat gets back on the show to talk about Noah's odds on that. But now let's talk about the PGA. Wyndham Clark won the 126th U.S. Open on Sunday, securing his second career major championship title. One of the cool things about it is he's disliked by the fans. And I had to take a deep dive and find out why the fans dislike Wyndham Clark. And there's a couple of issues. He was actually shortly banned from Oakmont because he missed the cut in the 2025 U.S. Open. And he was frustrated and caused damage to the facility's historic lockers.
That's reasonable.
So he's Wemby, right? He's Wemby.
So he's beating up the lockers.
No,
then,
he's not assaulting other golfers.
At the 2025 Arnold Palmer Invitational, it's called the Bay Hill incident. He faced backlash when cameras captured him patting down and flattening the grass behind his golf ball in the rough. You know, he's this is my favorite one because this brings back memories of mini golf. At the 2025 PGA Championship, Clark threw his driver in anger, striking and damaging a nearby sponsor tee sign. So
that's it?
I like the guy.
That's it?
Honestly.
Yeah.
And he's outspoken,
I
too.
officially have my new favorite golfer in
I'm
PGA.
a fan.
Wyndham Clark.
Yeah.
No, I'm here for it. We need a Shooter McGavin for sure.
Yes.
Like you got to have this. You could either be good at golf or you could be like the heel or something. You don't have to be, and you could build it. People have done this, built careers and being mediocre, but making a name for themselves. So go out there. I would be right in the wheel. You could literally put me on the PGA Tour right now.
You're literal,
and everybody would have to tune in.
Yeah,
not for the golf because golf's going to be really
terrible.
bad.
You wouldn't make any cuts or anything.
The antics. Like the antics or the shenanigans within the rules or whatever, and I'd be high-fiving the fans and maybe chugging beers on the side, all that stuff, all of it. We need it. We need
As
it
a
here.
show,
Where's that picture?
As a show, we're now all Wyndham
There
Clark
I am.
fans.
Now, here's the thing. You can't smile. Next time you get a picture of him not smiling, you got to be a heel.
As a heel?
Yeah. As a heel.
No, that's me. I just hit somebody in the stands. Like that's
that way too Americana. And
that ball ain't going straight. No, that ball's hitting somebody.
No, that's going off to the side. Yeah,
not with those arms.
And look, here's the thing with golf. Like you want to appeal to a bigger audience.
Yeah.
Things like this does that.
Yeah,
oh, yeah.
I'm a fan. You need to be that person, though.
As
like
ridiculous as it sounds,
you couldn't pull that off, Ernest. You'd have to.
No, I'm a great guy. No, because I'm a great guy.
Yeah,
I'm a great guy.
Yeah, arguably.
Great guy.
Yeah,
great guy.
Arguably.
Great guy.
You couldn't pull off.
I know some
what
people.
it would take to be the heel. There only certain people could be that person.
Well, for you it's easy because you know what? You're the heel of this show.
Yeah,
literally.
Yeah.
So whatever way you want to look
in
at
our
it,
lives too,
whatever
because
way,
you're just a mean person.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But I speak for all of us on the show when I can say we're all Wyndham Clark fans, and we're rooting for you, buddy. We really are. Going forward, golf has a villain. It's Wyndham Clark, and we are a huge fan. We love you, Wyndham Clark. Now let's move on to the sports bet of the week. Now that the odds have changed on the NHL, I'm going to go $50 on the Panthers to win the championship at plus 800. I think that's an easy bet.
So you're taking mine. So I couldn't get on my app because I couldn't access it, and I couldn't do extra research and cook up all these things. So I've been kind of on the lam from the app. But that was I was going to go with that pick.
You're going to go with that too?
Yeah, and the USA. I'm getting some of that USA action in there also.
Yeah, Earnest is going to probably bet the Heat, I'm sure. Go ahead, buddy.
Well, you're halfway there to one. So
wait, hold on a second. If he bets the Heat now, okay, we're supposed to be a respectable show here.
Which we are.
That Heat bet should have got in 2 days ago, Ernest. If you knew this was coming down the pipeline.
But
he
follow me here.
Known.
But even right now, it's still pretty decent, though.
Yeah,
I'm not talking about pretty decent. I'm talking about literally knowing.
Listen, so you blew it.
I got a shot. Blew it.
So let me just start. Let me just start here quick.
Yeah.
Let me give a shout out to our boy Jason Gassey, who works here, another dealer.
Okay.
He's
cool. He had his idea yesterday for me to
I like his
parlay.
fiance. Yeah. She's cool.
Yeah, she's watching my kids right now as we speak. 14 parlay futures. I bet $5 on this one for the following: the Heat plus 1,500 to win the title next year.
Right, it was 2,500 yesterday. Go ahead.
I get it.
Yeah,
the Panthers plus 800 to win the Stanley Cup next year.
Like it? Yeah.
I don't want that to happen, but for money wise, why not?
Go ahead.
The Miami Hurricanes plus 13.
You see what he's doing?
Listen,
Somebody's done this before.
Plus the Hurricanes plus 1,300.
You know who did this before and had three? Me, when I was on the hook for like 100,000 or whatever it was.
But you put your favorite teams though.
Yeah,
that's different.
Okay.
I think no one.
I'm not a Canes fan. I'm Florida State fans. So the Hurricanes plus 1,300.
Yeah.
And then Portugal to win the World Cup.
Oh, you'll be out next
at plus
week.
850.
Oh, so you're bet.
We're not going to have to talk about this after a couple of weeks.
Yeah. You bet $5?
Yeah.
You know what you make?
How much?
$95,000.
Okay, so $5. Can I book that bet? Because Portugal loses. Like you're added the $5 lighted on fire.
But they have a shot. They have a shot to win it.
Okay.
I could see Ernest at home podcasting from this professional studio. He'll have Jake in there at his house,
have a
producing
chain
his show.
Ernest Duggins will have a big chain on when he comes in here.
If this happens, bro,
Would you get a big chain, Ernest, if you had unlimited funds?
For
Like
one show, I'll do it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. For one show.
Yeah, that's going to be great when Ernest wins $95,000.
It'll be $95,000 here. That's all we need around here. Him rolling in his new BMW
with more
his
of an
chain
attitude.
on. Yeah.
Yeah. So
with his face painted on the side of it for his podcast.
exactly.
Yeah.
Why don't you have that? Why don't you have your car wrapped with Earnestly Speaking? That's a good idea. Let's get that done.
Yeah, we should do that.
I'll go out with some paint today and paint some stuff
Let's
on there.
do it. Oh, some stuff?
Yeah,
I'm
some
scared
stuff.
now. I'm scared you said that.
You should be. Now let's talk about what's going on here at PBKC. We got the June high hands. They're going on right now. Hot hands, cool
Giveaway.
cash. Every 15 minutes, 9 a.m. to midnight.
Giveaway this weekend.
Giveaways this weekend. Yeah, it's hard to believe we're at the end of June now.
It's crazy, isn't it?
And we
Crazy.
got
Football on the corner, buddy.
Yep.
Yeah, it is.
July is just going to be just as good with more giveaways and great high hands, best promotions in all of South Florida. Easily one of the things we already touched on, but we're going to talk about it again because it's the best one-day show in all of South Florida, and that's the card show, which is coming up this Sunday, 10 a.m. to 3 p.m., free parking, free admission, air conditioning. We have everything. We have full bar. We have snacks. We have food. Wayne will be here running food and drinks around.
Nice.
It's going to be awesome. It is honestly going to be a good show because we're right there in the middle where baseball season's hot. Everybody's still collecting basketball.
For you, it is.
And everybody's looking forward to football season.
Yeah, shout out to PBKC Promotions and whoever puts those. Like, while I was out west at Vegas, and you go to Carver, and they have like a high hand that runs like 6 hours for $400. Every 6 hours they give away like $400.
Yeah.
That's like this. We just crushed
Not
it.
like
here.
we do it here.
You can't. Don't move the Vegas.
Exactly. Nobody does it like PBKC. And then the paddock shows. We got some great shows coming up. And that's right now it's kicked off by Absolute Queen on the 2nd. October 9th, we got Bad Moon Rising and the Beach Boys on October 16th. We got more shows to come. I can't wait to see what Sully and Alexis have to offer when it comes to more shows that we're going to be booking at the end of this year and going into 2027. You can find out all information on our website at pbkennelclub.com. What are your final thoughts for the week, Noah?
So it's World Cup. That's it, right?
It's World Cup right now.
Ain't
Yeah.
baseball for me.
are.
It's a darn sure.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna come in here and try to navigate. I'm gonna make my play on a couple quarterbacks at the card show. I'm gonna pick up a couple guys there.
I like it.
Yeah, I'm gonna see what's up and coming. It's always interesting to see what the fans are doing. And I remember this specifically when I was buying up Jalen Hurts at the card show.
Yeah.
His rookie year, and then the Tua fans were there, right? And
I remember that year.
And it started like, Jalen Hurts is here and Tua's like this, and then like it keeps going, and then Hurts and now like Tua doesn't even play here
give his
anymore.
cards away,
And I seen guys with heaps and heaps of the cards. Sorry about that, sir. So yeah, maybe you could pick up some of those while you're here, Ernest. You're some Tua cards.
Yeah, some Tua and some Johnny Manziel cards.
He may start the first couple weeks of this season with the Falcons, so we'll see.
Yeah,
maybe he can turn things around there.
What are we going to see?
See, maybe I don't know. They just re-signed Kyle Pitts to a new deal.
He just says stuff.
No, they just signed Kyle Pitts a new deal. They have Drake London. They got a couple pieces there.
What is going to So you're okay. Tua's going to rejuvenate his career.
I'm not saying it will happen. I'm just saying
that.
What
he said? We'll see.
We'll see.
We're going to see.
He's going to start probably week 1 at least.
We're going to see.
So
we're going to see something.
We'll see.
Go ahead, Ernest. What are you looking forward to?
He'll be seeing 6 of everything.
That's the World
by
Cup.
the time the game's over.
I mean, because baseball's trash. So I love baseball, but the Mets are disgusting. They're made my existence. So whatever.
Disgusting.
No, they're disgusting. They really are.
Wow.
Oh, by the way,
disgusted.
on top of everything else, Juan Soto got hurt last night too. On top of that, so there you go. No, so you have that. The World Cup's awesome. Obviously, been enjoying watching that. But I actually love this little calm for the storm, in the calendar. There's something going on. This World Cup.
Take your family on vacation or something?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, we do that. And then we're going to, I watch movies. I saw the He-Man movie 2 days ago.
Yeah, he said he's taking his family to Brazil, which is weird. I don't know why.
Wow.
I hate you, bro.
Toy Story 5? Is that Toy
Story 5?
I did see that, actually. No, real quick.
Yeah.
Toy Story, last week, for the first time ever, I watched all 5 movies in 48 hours.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it. It's nice.
Wow.
I like the fourth one with Forky. That's pretty fun.
That was the worst one.
No, it is the worst one, hands down.
No, Forky is the best character in part 4.
I like him.
But yeah, I saw all 5 movies in 48 hours.
That's awesome.
For the first time ever.
I like that spin-off one that the comedy guys did, the sausage one.
Oh yeah, that was a little.
But
dirty.
even but I saw the.
I forget what that was called.
But I did see the He-Man movie, Masters of the Universe, on Monday. It was really, really good, actually.
Okay.
As someone who was a diehard He-Man fan of the cartoon, but hated all the movies.
You
though,
are hard stuck in the 80s, huh?
I love it. But the movies all stunk though.
Yeah.
All the
Hey,
movies.
remember the Mets were good back
Right.
then too.
So
Yeah, PTSD, bro.
They should do some kind of research in there where you get hard stuck in a decade because your team was actually good then, and then Michael Jackson, the whole thing. Look, at him.
There you
There's
go,
something
bro.
there, Mike.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, we're going to see you on the show next week.
We will.
Good luck on all your World Cup bets. We're going to see
Portugal.
you next Wednesday on the show right here at 10 a.m. from Palm Beach Kennel Club. It's PBKC Picks. Have a great week, everybody.
See ya.
PBKC is your entertainment destination for poker, table games, OTB, Paddock live events, and exceptional eats. The Paddock restaurant is perfect for meetings, corporate functions, parties, fundraising, and more. Call 561-683-2222 extension 199 and book your next event today.